we're going to learn the full version of Spanish Romance. I'd like to play it for you now. Now, just to refer back to the simplified version that we finished learning in the other section, after the bar chord at the 5th fret, in the simple version we simply went back to here on the 7th fret and continued on towards the end of the song. But in the complicated or harder version, after the 5th fret bar chord, we then do a full bar across the 7th fret, like that. We add our middle finger to the 3rd string on the 8th fret, and we keep our bar down and our middle finger down for this entire part here, which we're about to learn. And it goes thumb on the 6th string, we go 1, that's the first 3 strings of the guitar, 1st string, 2nd and 3rd. So we go the count of 1, we press our 3rd finger down on the 8th fret for the count of 2, and then we lift on the count of 3. One more time. It's 1, 2, 3. And if it's not killing your wrist and your thumb and your fingers to continue holding, you stretch the little finger to the 11th fret of the guitar while holding the bar. It's a bit of a stretch. You can see why I decided to leave it out for the easy section. And then we go count of 1, that's with the thumb, and then back again to the 8th fret, 2, and then lift 3. So this section is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once again, inserting it in after the 5th fret bar would sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again. Now, it then goes back to the other part that we learned earlier, the simplified version, and you just stitch the two together after that 7th fret bar. A few things to watch out for, though. After you've played the last, where you lift off, 3, remember you've still got 2 notes to be sounded on the 2nd and 3rd string. A lot of people there tend to lift the bar off before they've completed those 2 notes and then continue on down this way, so that you'd end up with this kind of sound that you want to avoid, like that, and then on your way. So be sure to hold and define those notes before continuing on to the end of the song. That is the end of the first section. Now we're going to go on and learn the more complicated middle section of this song now. Let's take a look now at the left hand for the middle section. First of all, we need our first finger on G sharp on the 3rd string, and our little finger on the 1st string 4th fret, which also happens to be a G sharp. And the timing is consistent with the other section. That is, the thumb of the right hand stays on the 6th string, and the timing goes 1, 2, 3, 1. Then we go with our middle finger on the 2nd fret, 2, and then lift 3. Those are the counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we go to a rather difficult bar on the 2nd fret here, and we put our 3rd finger on the 4th string, which is an F sharp, and our little finger down on the 2nd string at the 5th fret, which is an E. And the right hand, the thumb stays on the 6th string, but the right hand now moves to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. No longer the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So my 3rd finger of my right hand will begin by playing the E on the 2nd string in this timing. 1. I'll just go that far to the count of 1. 1. Now let's set that up from the previous pattern. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's quite a jump over to there. And it's very difficult to play the open part and let go and not hit the G sharp as you move to here. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Complete that beat. 3, and then jump to there. It's difficult to do that, but if you can, you must really try to avoid chopping off or hitting open strings when you're jumping to this bar on the 2nd fret. So we'll continue on. It's 1, and then you drop the little finger back, 2, same strings for the count of 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then the count of 1 again with the thumb, right hand thumb on the 6th string. So that's 1, back, 2, 3, 1. Now put your middle finger on the 3rd fret and lift the little finger out of there. So the middle finger goes to the 2nd string, right behind where the little finger is, 2 on the count of 2, and put the little finger back, 3. So the section with the bar on the 2nd fret would sound like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'll start from the very beginning of this section. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, from the very beginning, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We jump to the 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, keeping our finger on the bar on the 2nd fret, we slide along to the 7th fret and add our middle finger on the 8th fret 3rd string, which is a D sharp, and we add our 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 1st string, which is a C sharp, and we have 1, 2, 3, 1. So our right hand fingers have jumped back, of course, to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string, and our thumb has remained on the 6th string. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, and on the count of 2, keeping the bar down and the other 2 fingers down, you stretch your little finger to the 11th fret, 2 on the count of 2, and then lift on the count of 3. So we have, one more time, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So backing up a little bit to where we were before on the 2nd fret, we had our right hand fingers on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string for this particular chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we slide up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lift, 3. Good luck with that, and remember, be very careful when you're barring. It's very easy to get a cramping sensation in your hand or on your wrist. At any feel of severe pain, relax your hand and go back to it a little later on when you're fully rested. Good luck with that. I'll see you again in the next lesson where we'll continue learning some more bar chords to complete the song.